Ukrainian drones just pulled off one of the most audacious attacks of the war, striking deep inside Russian territory. But what happened asterisk after asterisk, the strike is even more shocking and could change the course of the conflict. Stick with me, because the details are wild. It all started under the cover of darkness. A swarm of Ukrainian-made drones, likely the UJ-22 airborne, flew hundreds of kilometers into Russia, completely undetected by their air defense systems. Their target? A strategic airbase near Pskov, just a stone's throw away from NATO members Estonia and Latvia. This wasn't just any airbase. It is a major hub for Russia's elite VDV paratroopers and home to the 334th Military Transport Aviation Regiment, which operates the Ilyushin Il-76 heavy transport aircraft. These Il-76 planes, often called Candid by NATO, are the workhorses of the Russian military. They are massive, four-engine jets capable of carrying troops, tanks, and supplies anywhere in the world. They were instrumental in the initial invasion of Ukraine, airlifting paratroopers to Gostomel Airport near Kyiv in the opening hours of the war. Taking these planes out of commission is a huge blow to Russia's logistical capabilities. So what happened at Pskov? Satellite images and videos from the ground paint a clear picture. The drones descended on the airfield, and massive explosions lit up the night sky. The sound of anti-aircraft fire and secondary explosions echoed for miles. Russian sources initially tried to downplay the attack, claiming they had shot down all the drones, but the evidence was undeniable. When the sun came up, the full extent of the damage was revealed. At least 2 Il-76 aircraft were completely destroyed, engulfed in flames that turned them into blackened, skeletal wrecks. Another 2 were significantly damaged. Think about that. 4 of these giant, multi-million-dollar military transport planes were either destroyed or crippled in a single night. Not on the front lines, but hundreds of kilometers deep inside Russia's own borders. This attack is significant for several reasons. First, the distance. Pskov is over 700 kilometers, or about 430 miles, from the Ukrainian border. This demonstrates a remarkable new capability for Ukraine. Their drones can now penetrate deep into Russian airspace, bypass sophisticated air defense networks, and strike high-value targets with precision. This puts countless other Russian military installations, command centers, and supply depots within range. Nowhere in Western Russia is truly safe anymore. Second, the choice of target. By hitting the Il-76 fleet, Ukraine isn't just destroying equipment. They are directly degrading Russia's ability to rapidly move troops and supplies. This is a strategic move, a form of economic and logistical warfare that weakens the entire Russian war machine. Every plane lost is a major headache for the Russian Ministry of Defense, which now has to worry about protecting assets it once thought was secure. But here's where the story takes an even more interesting turn. How did Ukraine pull this off? It's highly likely this wasn't a simple cross-border flight. Many military analysts believe the drones were launched by Special Operations Forces or partisan groups operating inside Russian territory. Think about the implications of that. It suggests a level of infiltration and local support that is deeply concerning for the Kremlin. The idea of Ukrainian saboteurs operating freely deep within Russia, launching attacks from just a few dozen kilometers away from a major military base, is a nightmare scenario for Russian security services. This theory is bolstered by the fact that the drones seemingly approached from an unexpected direction, possibly exploiting gaps in radar coverage that exist because Russia's defenses are primarily oriented towards the west, expecting an attack from NATO, not from within. The Russian response was predictable. They launched a retaliatory missile strike on Kyiv, but Ukrainian air defenses intercepted most of the incoming missiles. On the ground, Russian authorities were thrown into a state of panic. Airspace around Moscow and other major cities was temporarily closed. Flights were diverted, It was a clear sign that the Kremlin was rattled. They tried to project an image of calm, but their actions betrayed their anxiety. This single drone attack has created a strategic dilemma for Russia. Do they pull back their valuable air defense systems, like the S-400, from the front lines in Ukraine to protect their own heartland? If they do, they leave their troops in occupied territories more vulnerable to Ukrainian aircraft and missiles. If they don't, they risk more and more humiliating and damaging attacks on their own soil. There's no good option for them. This is a classic example of asymmetric warfare. Ukraine, with its smaller, more agile military, is using innovation and clever tactics to inflict disproportionate damage on a much larger adversary. These drone attacks are not just for show, they have real, tangible effects. They disrupt logistics, sow panic, force Russia to reallocate resources, and boost morale back in Ukraine. And the attacks are escalating. This wasn't an isolated incident. In the same week, Ukrainian drones targeted military facilities in Bryansk, Kaluga, and even the Moscow region. They've struck naval ships in the Black Sea and oil refineries that fuel the Russian war effort. A new front in this war has been opened, and it's taking place deep inside Russia. What does this mean for the future? We can expect to see more of these long-range drone strikes. Ukraine is ramping up production of its own kamikaze drones, and their intelligence and special forces are becoming more and more effective. They are turning Russia's own perceived strength, its vast size, into a weakness. The psychological impact cannot be overstated. For months, the Russian public was largely shielded from the realities of the war. Now the war is coming home to them. They are seeing the explosions and feeling the disruption firsthand. This erodes the Kremlin's narrative that this is a special military operation happening far away. The attack on Pskov was a masterstroke. It was a perfectly executed military operation that combined advanced technology, daring strategy, and flawless intelligence. It demonstrated Ukraine's growing strength and Russia's increasing vulnerability. It proved that no target is out of reach and that Ukraine has the will and the means to take the fight directly to the aggressor. This is a new phase of the war. The drones are changing the battlefield, and Russia is struggling to adapt. The attack on the Il-76 planes wasn't just about destroying aircraft. It was about sending a message that Ukraine is innovative, resilient, and will stop at nothing to defend its sovereignty. The next few months will be critical, and you can be sure we'll be watching to see what happens next. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis interesting, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates on this developing story. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.